What's up out there? Welcome back to some more Runescape 3, and we are on episode 12. So the last episode dumped us out of the Midsummer event, and I had worked on a lot of different skills in that, mainly crafting. I got crafting to level 80, and I was really close on my smithing to get, dumping XP lamps and everything in there, XP, the little star things that give you the bonus XP and all that. So I was really pushing to get smithing done. I've finished smithing off, that's at level 80 now. And I also finished off divination at level 80. So invention is unlocked, which we're gonna get to in a second here. So after I got done with that event, people told me to go do this Tears of Guthix quest. It is on my to-do list. I just haven't gotten there yet, so I haven't made it a priority. That's gonna be the next quest that I do. That's why I'm keeping it pinned there. I do wanna do that quest. But also alongside of that, somebody commented that I needed to go talk to Orla over there by the Hall of Memories and work on the engrams. So I've done that, and let's see here. I went through and gathered a whole bunch of engrams. So I've got almost everything. The ones that I didn't get is the Guardians of Guthix, the Sword of Edicts, and the Stone of Jas. I got all the other ones, which I think there's 12, so I got 9 of them. And these 3, I'm not able to put anything into. I just don't have the levels for divination yet. I think it's like 85 or something for some of these. Like, I need materials that I don't have and I can't get because I'm not that level yet. So 85, 90, 95, something like that. These are higher tier than what I can do. And these other 3 that I skipped out on look like they were in some mini games or something like that. Maybe some PvP or something like, I don't know. I don't remember. It looked like it was more complex than going over and picking it up. All the ones that I got were basically going to a place and picking something up. I didn't have to participate in anything. I didn't have to unlock anything. Like, I don't know if I can travel to some of these or not. I don't want to say a limited amount of time, but I only had so much time to play that night before I had to get to bed. And, you know, you're limited in playtime. So I looked at those. They looked a lot longer to get, and I didn't want to focus on them. So I got the ones that I could, and I did as much as I could with those, and I've got those all powered up and submitted in. These 3 here are the ones that I couldn't do anything with because I just don't have the levels for them, and the other 3 I just don't have yet. I need to spend some time to go get them. I did note them so that I can come back and go pick them up, but the big thing is I got invention unlocked, and I've really enjoyed invention. I think this is a pretty cool skill. I like how you have to go to the workbench and throw a blueprint down, and it's like a little mini game to get it unlocked, to unlock the blueprint and prototype it, and then you go through and create it. I think that's very cool. I really like the way this skill is done. I enjoy it. It's kind of cool. I like it. I'm glad I spent the time to unlock it, and this is no longer going to be bothering me down here that it's locked and I can't do anything with it. It may go up very slowly. From what I gather, I need to have level 70 in probably defense, attack, magic, and ranged. Because from what I understand, from what the little tutorials that I've watched, I need to be going into combat at the moment, augmenting my weapons and armor and stuff like that, and that's how you get invention XP. I haven't got to that part yet. I'm not at level 70 on anything, so I can't equip any of that. So I need to start working on combat. That's going to be one of the things I focus on next, is getting my combat levels up. So I'm going to be working on that. And I did have a bunch of Protean cogs. I used those last night to get to level 19. That's why I'm so far along. I was kind of hesitant to dump XP boosts into this, but there's a long drought in here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 gets you some levels, and that's basically the tutorial. And then you can get up to level 8 fairly easily, not too bad. But then there's 8 to 16 and then 16 to 20. There's just huge gaps of just boring. I don't have the weapons to augment, and I want, I can get up into some of this stuff. Maybe I can get into these golem outfit pieces or whatever these outfit pieces are. I know I've started getting pieces of some of these, so I can start working towards that. My goal is to try to get to level 22 fairly quickly because this junk refiner comes available. And I've been basically grabbing everything that I can and dismantling it, or disassembling it or whatever, and just breaking down everything I get. One thing I did last night after I got this skill unlocked and kind of got a little bit comfortable with it is I went out and worked on my Slayer tasks of killing lesser demons. While I was sitting there, And I threw my range stuff on and I went out and I was crossbowing them down. All good. They were kept dropping bones and ash and armor pieces, some shields and swords and just random crap, axes. All the stuff they were dropping, well, not all of it, but a lot of the stuff they were dropping, I was actually just dumping into the disassembler and just tearing it all apart. So I figure if I go into combat, and I know I got that junk thing down there, it's minuscule XP. Like, it's not very much at all. 0.1 or 1 point of XP, or it's like very small. But it all adds up, and I need the material anyway, so I can't really do augmenters and stuff like that until I break stuff down. So I thought, you know what? They're dropping all this trash tier garbage on the floor. I may as well just pick it up and use it. I need to work on my combat and stuff like that anyway. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is start focusing on combat. I want to get this quest done because this one, while it's still fresh, I just did that midsummer event. I want to get this while it's still there and do that quest and see it. I'm starting to see a lot of things about Gothic, so there's definitely some lore there and some story to learn. I just need to finish that quest off, but I've just had other things pulling me away. So probably my next gaming session with Runescape is probably going to be the Tears of Gothic's quest itself. I just need to find time. But I keep getting distracted by trying to get through Invention. I now have it. It's unlocked. I'm working on it, and I really enjoy this skill. So I finished off that Slayer task. I'm on my next Slayer task, and I think that's going to be my goal going forward, is to put some time into combat and try to get all the combat skills up to level 70, because then I can start equipping level 70 gear, and I'm fairly close on most of it. It shouldn't be too bad. Like, it seemed to go fairly quickly last night to level up. I think I gained a level on almost everything. So that's kind of going to be my focus going forward. I don't know about other quests and things like that. I really need to sit down and just look at where I'm at in the game and figure out where I need to go. So I don't know. We'll see where everything goes. But the big thing is I got Invention unlocked, and I feel like I have a whole wide open game. Like, I was funneled down into doing one task. I was focused on getting Invention done. Now I can just go do whatever, whenever, and it's fairly open for now. So in a good place. I just don't know where I'm going to go next exactly. I'm sure it'll shake itself out. I'll find something that gets interesting and I'll get sucked into it. But anyway, that will do it for this one. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.